Today we are seeing PHUN fall by a further 3.14% so far, and after the past 5-day trend where you will see that from the highs we are down, and really from Wednesday we haven't moved by too much at all, and the movement that we have seen was a slow push downwards, the question in a lot of people's minds is going to be what comes next. And of course I am not a financial advisor, guys, so this is not financial advice, but I want to give you a few of my personal thoughts on what may be coming next. If you may enjoy that video, make sure to leave a like on it, and of course subscribe, but as always, like I said, be aware of the risk. Do not follow me blindly. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, as this is an extremely risky stock, and I think it's very important that you guys are constantly reminded of that in every single video. But now I want to jump into this one and look at PHUN, and we're of course going to start this one on a simple chart, and actually we're going to have a look at the 5-day. So one thing that you will notice on the 5-day chart is that we are falling from the highs, of course, back at $18. Right now, coming forwards into Monday, you will see that even from Monday's price of $9, we are falling from those highs. Obviously, Monday saw a big sell-off into Tuesday. Tuesday saw a bit of a rise into Wednesday morning, and then Wednesday saw this decline, which has actually continued into Thursday. So my initial thoughts from today, it's not really as bad as it does seem. And actually, when you look at the chart, you'll notice we're not falling by too much. We opened up on a price roughly close to $4.78. So bear that in mind. And now look at the fact that we're on $4.63. We've fallen by only 14 cents. And of course, this is on a stock that is up from about $1 in the past week or two. The stock is still up big, and that is worth remembering. So what I'm trying to say in this one quickly is, of course, the fact that whilst we are down today, I do understand that. And I understand that it looks bad. We are only down by a small amount in the grand scheme of things, as we are still up by a large thing, in the past 5 days, which is quite bullish for the stock. However, that's just looking on the simple charts. What we want to do is look at the technical indicators, and then I want to provide a few of my thoughts and opinions on where we could be moving next with PHUN, because the technical indicators tell us so much, and then I can provide a few of my personal thoughts based on that. So the 1-day technical indicators, we are actually sat exactly on the moving average right now at a price of 463. This is simply due to the fact that we've had all of this time to consolidate and catch up, so we've seen that moving average on the 1-day sit on where we are right now. Same thing can be said for the RSI, it's perfect too at 49. 50 is neutral, so this is in the right place, and the trend on the MACD is also quite neutral too when you look down there. The 5-day chart is simple to read as well. Consolidation for the most part, with a little bit of a downtrend in there, but I still will say this is relatively true to consolidation when you look at the grand scheme of things. The question right now, which is also unclear, is where are we going to find that new support? This is one of those stocks where, like I said, unfortunately, from Monday, we have seen nothing but drops and drops and drops, and really, because we have been up so big in the past month, like I said, we don't really have a level of support to really rely on. Now, one thing that you will see on the 1-month chart where we look on that, as we will do in just a second, is that we do appear to be leveling out to an extent, and this definitely puts us in an interesting position, as I will go on to explain. But in this time, the 5-day, we're seeing an RSI on 47, and we will look down here and see that the MACD trend is becoming a bit bearish as time goes on, but also very neutral when you look at that. So really, a flat 5-day trend for the most part, especially in the past 2 or 3 days, we don't really have too much data to read there. Now, zooming out to the 1-month chart, as I did mention, what I want to look at first is the volume for today, which is sat on 54.25 million so far. This is compared to yesterday's volume of 172, and the prior day at 126. So volume is down significantly, and again, that is kind of why we are not really seeing that push up, in my opinion. We need volume to come back into the stock to see more movements upwards, but you would naturally expect that anyway. Anyway, the RSI figure for this time is sat on 61, which is a little bit high, but clearly we're coming down from those highs up here, well above 90 on the RSI when we hit those highs. So it's good to see this one come down and calm down a little bit. Now, one thing which is becoming a bit bearish down here is the MACD. Now, bear in mind, we're seeing 3 red candles right now. Now, yesterday, the red candle wasn't too steep in comparison to the one that we saw yesterday, so it was just a flat continuation of the trend. Today, it is stepping down a bit more, and this really is an indication of a bearish trend now. We're seeing these lines come closer together and potentially cross over, which would be another sign of a very bearish trend coming for the stock. But again, The MACD is a bit of a lagging indicator and it only tells us what we are seeing so far. This could all change. Now, when we zoom in a bit closer, you will see, like I mentioned, we have two flat days here, or two relatively flat days, which are of course here and here. My question is, where are we going to find the next support for the stock? Because like I said, one thing that we have seen unfortunately in the past week is nothing but a bit of a fall, and we don't really have a level to call support. Now, one thing that we have seen in the past is we've seen this stock drop to levels around the 120s, the high 120s, the low 130s. So my question is, if we drop a bit lower, will that act as a support again, somewhere like 127 to 132? Sorry, 427 to 432. I'd be looking for a bit of a support there. That would be very nice. But again, right now it is quite unclear where the next support will be. And that makes me a bit apprehensive with PHUN stock. Now, don't get me wrong, we are seeing these 2 days of green right now. And as I always say, do not follow me for advice. I'm not here to provide you advice. I'm here to provide you opinions. Because I hear all the time people saying, well, for example, DWAC yesterday, it rose a bit more and I said it wasn't the best buy. Of course, in my personal strategy, it wasn't the best buy and I still do stand by that. Now, PHUN, in my opinion, it's questionable to say whether this one is a good buy or not. Of course, it could see massive growth tomorrow or something, and I could get caught out, but in my opinion, I am still quite unsure, because we are seeing a few things which are kind of working out of the way that I would like them to. For example, we are seeing the volume figure significantly down from where it is yesterday. We are starting to see that movement downwards slow, which could be a very good sign. And again, are we going to see that next push upwards like we are starting to see with DWAC and a few of the others? My question is that going forwards into tomorrow, but ultimately it is quite unclear. So I think it is a 50-50 bet if you are looking to get into this stock. Would I buy it right now? I think it does also depend on how much risk you are willing to take. Of course, if you were to get into this one right now, you could definitely get an early movement if it does start to push upwards. But my other fear is, are we going to see the stock slowly and surely start to lose interest over time, and it will just start to drop and drop and drop? That is unclear to see right now. Again, the next few days will be crucial to tell us what's going on, but just make up your own opinions, make up which side you want to be on. Do you think it's bullish? Do you think it's bearish? Where do you think we're going next? Tell me in the comment section, because of course I am not providing advice. This is just my personal opinion, looking at both sides of it. I like to provide you guys with a bullish estimate and a bearish estimate, and there's my two views in one video. So thank you for watching. See you all again tomorrow. Goodbye. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.